So I've been using Wix.com for my website for the past, I think since 2019. First I did it with Lincoln'sLegion.com and at the same time VengeanceOfficial.com. But then I got rid of Lincoln'sLegion.com and I got the domain VengeanceBooks.com. And I've had that going for a few years. And it's pretty expensive. It's like cost me like $25 for the domain name, and then for the premium business plan for actually hosting the website and customizing the website and having all the features I need, or rather would want, that was like originally it was like $190, then it was like $210, something like that. Well, I just saw a charge on my credit card for $432 from Wix, not including the website, the domain names, not including. I got emails saying, "Hey, just so you know, we're getting a price increase for your domain names, going from 25 to 29." I'm like, "Of course you are, but that's not that bad. Okay, fine." I never got an email saying that they were going to double the cost of my website host. $400, $432. Are you out of your fucking mind? It is no chance in hell I'm paying for that. Absolutely none. So it's pending on my card, and the invoice went through saying, I didn't get the invoice in my email, by the way. I had to find the invoice on Wix.com, and I know I get those notifications for that because I got the invoice for the domain names. So that one was hidden from me. Whether it was an oversight or something went weird or something slipped through the cracks, whatever. I'm not saying it's malicious intent, but it feels like I got slighted a little bit if I got the emails regarding the other things, but not this one, and the price doubled? That's fucking weird. So, yeah, I'm not paying for that. Not at all. I will burn down Wix before I pay for that. $432 fucking dollars for. Okay. So I contacted their customer support and I said, hey, no, cancel that. I canceled all of my auto renewals on all of it except for my Vengeance Books domain names. I do want to hold on to Vengeance Books so I can move that somewhere else. I'll pay for that. But I canceled my auto renewal for, I think I had Lincoln's Legion I was paying for. And then that way, if anyone still went to Lincoln's Legion, it would redirect to Vengeance Books. But I canceled Lincoln's Legion and I canceled my premium business plan, and now I'm waiting. And the guy said, "Okay, he sent me a response just like, normally we're very strict in our refund policies for charges that aren't an initial payment. So if this wasn't the first time I did it, then if they'll help refund you if it's the first time you do it, and you're like, I'm gonna refund this. I'm not gonna do it." They're lenient about that, but apparently they're very strict about doing a refund on an auto renewal thing. So, but he said, but I'm here. I will help you do the I will send forward the refund request as a courtesy to you. I'm assuming either because that's a load of horse shit that they're not really strict with it, or because I've never had any problems with them before. I've never had any disputes or issues, so maybe they can see that in the record and be like, okay, this dude's whatever, so fine. I don't know. But he said he's going to put in the refund request, and it's going to take 12 to 20 days for them to get and review my refund request. And so I'm like, great. So I screenshotted the invoice, I screenshotted the email, I screenshotted his chat saying he was going to do that, have that all for record. Oh, no, wait, I don't think I screenshotted his chat. It was Jhon, Jhon was the guy's name. Keep that for record. And so then immediately I was like, all right, cool. So I'll wait for those emails. I'll be diligently checking for that. So then I called my credit card and I was like, hey, here's this charge on this date. It's pending. Can we put a stop on it? And they said no. Why can't I put a little barricade that like puts it in a container and says, hey, until we get this figured out, don't let this payment go through? Why can't my credit card stop the payment? Why? and then's playing Minecraft. Why can't my credit card stop the payment while it's pending? Put it up. What if it's a false charge? You have to wait for it to go through before you can then try to fight to get it back? What the fuck? Just say no. So basically, yeah, I have to either wait for it to post on my credit card, which is a huge charge, and then dispute it, or wait for them to potentially do the refund. And I'm not guaranteed to get the refund. He said we're going to put in the refund request, and he did say that they are strict on the refunds, so they might deny me. But you can deny me if you want. I'm not paying that. I am not paying that. I'll fight that tooth and nail. There's no fucking way. You can't go from $200 for the website, which is already a lot of money for the premium business plan, $200 fucking dollars on top. So basically $250 I was spending. I was spending $240 every year. I remember that price. I remember keeping in my head that every January to February I'd be spending $240 for the website total, and now they want. If that was like $300, I'd be like, ooh, there's a price increase, but that's a little bit high, but I can figure that out. But to go to $432 for just the website, which means actually about $480 for both the domains and the website, get out of here, dude. Get out of here. You're off your fucking rocker. So, don't use Wix. Don't use Wix. Not anymore. They were fine, but nope. I'd rather pay for fucking Linktree, which I will. I will definitely pay for a Linktree subscription as opposed to that website, because who even needs a website anymore, apparently? I'll just pay for a Linktree and do everything there. What a fucking joke. The website was a lot of work anyway to make, and I like having the website, but whatever. Anyway, everything's a fucking problem. So, I'll keep you posted on that.